You have a flat, can't find a nail, look as hard as you may. Look what I have here. Last night, after driving around, come out in the morning and find my tire flat. So I just take it for granted it's a nail in the tire or a screw. Pick them up around here all the time. And I'm looking and I can't find it. Normally, I would put water in a wheel barrel, fill the tire with air, and see where it leaks from. But with this cold weather, the hose is freezing up, I just sprayed some soapy water around it. I went all around the tire with soapy water, couldn't find anything. I sprayed along the seam. Look at this, almost all the way around. Why it started leaking now, after I don't know how long I had this tire on, I have no idea. In other words, why didn't it leak sooner? But that said, I'm gonna have to take this tire off. I'm gonna have to break the bead on this tire, clean it up in here, see what it looks like after I clean it up. And I may have to buy, they have some tire sealer that you could put on. After I clean up the rim and the bead on the tire, I'm gonna just inflate it again and see if it leaks. If it does leak, I'm gonna have to put some tire sealer on there. I will have a link for the tire sealer in the description below. If you have a tool like this, it's a big help. If you don't have one of these, a lot of the hubcaps have the little slit in the back of it. Well, that's what they're used for, to tighten these or to loosen them. If this is under pressure, be careful. And I have a little extra pressure in here. You don't want to take it all the way out and have it shoot at you. Just let it out. You hear that? You hear it hissing. Keep your hand on top of it. Okay. And this is what that stem will look like. Once the air is out of here, I'm going to use my Harbor Freight tire changer to take the bead off. Now this isn't mounted. I had this mounted to a pallet and I haven't used it in I don't know how long. So if I'm going to mount this tire again, or take this tire off and change the tire, I'll have to mount it to something. Mounting it to a pallet works, but if you have a space in your garage or outside where you can mount it to a concrete floor, that'd be the best option. So now I'm going to take that tire, I'm going to get it under here, I'm going to break that bead off, and then I'll clean it up. I got this tire off. It was leaking all around the rim. The inside of the tire, the bead looks okay, the rim looks okay. I went all around the rim. There isn't any defect or nip in the rim, but I have to tell you, when I pressed this to get it off, it popped right off. This side over here, I don't know if this is the adhesive that they put on when a tire leaks somewhat. Well, I had the hardest time getting this tire off the rim with this Harbor Freight tire changer. It just kept slipping off the tire and it wouldn't stick into the bead no matter what angle I put it at. I end up using a wood wedge and a sledgehammer to get it started, and once I got it started I was able to pop it off. But again, this side here, we had this bead sealer or whatever it is all the way around, and this tire wouldn't come off the side. This side here popped right off, and you can see they really don't have much on here. It looks like somebody might have ground this down at one time. But now, when I took this tire off, it doesn't have a flat, it was just leaking up on the bead. But looking this tire over, it's got cracks in it. Has plenty of thread left. Well, for me it does anyway. But these cracks, it's past its time. So I'm going to clean this up. I ordered 2 tires from Harbor Freight. I'm going to change both front tires. The back tires are new. I have one new tire and the old spare. And this one here, I'll just put on one of the rims as a spare and keep it back there. So if you're doing this yourself and you can't get one side off, don't get frustrated with it. Just keep playing around and eventually it'll come off. And it took me like 30 seconds to pop this side off. It took me like 10 minutes to get this side off. Well, for now, that's a wrap. Found this video useful? Let me know by posting your comments down below. Give it a like. and pass it on to someone else who might be able to use it. Until next time, stay safe and stay well.